Hey guys, it's Spiffy Guy and I'm out here with another adventure. Not sure if you recognize this creek, but this is the Cotaway Creek, which goes right by Bass River Resort, which is where we're at. You can see the dogwoods are flowering up there, and we are out here for the big Ozark Trail Association Spring Mega. It's going to be fantastic. There's fish right there. I saw a frog. It's going to be awesome. This year I snagged the primo camping spot right here in the corner, and I'm going to put it in right here in this nice shaded area here, which is slightly above the creek. It's a little close to the water, but we're not going to have any flooding because it's going to be beautiful weather, and I'll have a nice sandy bottom. I got a new tent to set up. We're going to build a ton of trail, so stick around. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is stake my claim. So we're talking about new tent. This is it. This is the Hubba Hubba MSR Hubba Hubba NX. This is the replacement to the tarp tent, double rainbow. So anyway, I don't know, I have not set it up yet. Honestly, the only thing I've done is I took the stuff out and weighed it. I did buy the footprint along with it, which might actually be useful to keep the sand off the bottom of the tent. I'll do a full video on this, you know. I mean, if you subscribe to my channel, you know I love to do videos. So we'll get to it first, but I'm gonna go ahead and set it up. It's a big old pole system. What's cool about this though is you can use the footprint, which I don't normally buy a footprint because you can use Tyvek or polycryo, but you could use the footprint with this and then the outer fly in the winter and use no mesh inner, which would be super cool as an option. But it's pretty neat. It's got the red fly, that sort of thing. I gotta figure it all out. There's instructions printed on the bag. I thought that was pretty smart. Alright, so there you go. Got a nice view of a creek and a root ball. We had some canoers come by, and there's this tree right there that's kind of out there, and they kind of got hung up trying to go around it over by those rocks, so I might get jiggy with it and get out the bow saw, do a little creek maintenance. I've got this wonderful view of the creek from my tent. So you can see I'm tucked back there in the corner. The bass grounds crew is out in force. They're weed whacking and mowing all the areas so everybody has a good tent spot. And this whole area will be filled with tents and trailers. It goes all the way back over there towards the lodge. And then there's the big bonfire up there. And then we'll have all the food and stuff up there. And then Sunday we're cleaning tools. I'm in charge of that. I'm important. This is just a quick look at the Hubba Hubba NX by MSR with the fly on. It's got two vents on either side. And as you can see here, there's a little bit of a foam piece that goes across. Now, you'd probably attach a guy line out right there. And they give you the guy lines. But, I mean, it's a freestanding tent. Don't necessarily need them. I'm set up pretty good right now. I'll take the fly off and, you know, it's easy enough to put on. It's got the little metal hooks that just hook over the pole here, and I just kind of slid it in, and the pole just goes through these little holes in there, and it all clips in place there. I learned how to speak, but yeah, I think it'll work out well. It's got a lot of room in there. Looking forward to using it. So here's a little trick that I use when I was setting up a hammock tarp, and if I had the tarp rolled up in the snake skins but I still had the stakes put out in the ground, put some things over them, you know, put some sticks in, you know, just put a couple rocks over it, and that way you don't trip on it, you don't stub your toe, and that way you also know where your stakes are, you know, when you're going to pick up, or if you're looking to find them and you can't find them. So just a thought there, that way you don't lose your stakes and break your toes. And then, hush bird, I'm working here. All right, so here's a dumb idea of the day. This thing does go all the way across the creek. So I'm gonna climb out there with my saw, Baco. You know you want one. And I'm gonna stand right there on that slippery part with a sharp object, and I'm gonna cut right there, and then I'm gonna watch the tree fall in the water and take me with it. Well, it cut through, but wow, didn't do what I was planning. It just kind of dropped in there heavy on that side. But at least they can come wide through here and go over it. I gotta get my loppers. I tried cutting that, but it's too hard. But if I can get my loppers and cut that little branch, then they'll have a little bit better movement through the area. Eventually, that'll move over. Ooh, that's a workout. Odd angle. Odd angle. So whittling away. Here's my second attempt at the spoon. My first attempt, I haven't finished. But this one came out alright. This was river birch. And it was green. I just went and cut it. Used the condor. I didn't bring my spoon knife or anything. You know, I mean, the bowl's not bad. I might put a coal in there tonight. Try to burn it out. It's, I don't know. It carved it real well. I don't know. It's pretty cool. Kind of messing around. I made a big old mess, as you can see. And I have more stick over there too, so something fun to do. Anyway, a few clouds of the sky now that I blinded you with the sun. But you know, hey, we're just hanging out. Everybody's starting to show up. Lots more folks, as you can see, showing up. So we're gonna make the rounds and get things rolling. So I stuck the fly back on. Just to give you an idea, this is the 25-inch large Thermarest Xtherm. So you could probably fit, I don't know, you could probably fit two of these next to each other. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any problem. For me, obviously, there is a ton of room, which is what I was hoping for. I'll put this in the middle here. You can see, I mean, I've got a bunch of room on the end, a bunch of room over here. It's kind of hard to see. But even with like me and my kid, I don't think we'll have any issues with it. Super cool. Pretty excited about it. The weather is just fantastic. This is awesome. I should have floated. I didn't even think about that. I could have floated right down, right into my little spot here, parked up. It would have been a bomb dig. But folks are showing up and people are not happy that I have this side, I'm sure. They've pulled up and looked at me and kind of given me the grr face. But I got the best site, I think, in the whole place right here. 638. That's the site number, and I mean, it is perfect. So if you can get 638 when you book at Bass Resort, do it, because it'd be awesome. And they got all the floating and stuff out of here, so check them out if you're interested in coming down here. I've been meaning to do some floating, and I might have to do it through around here, because it's pretty cool. And the tree down there is fixed, so you have a way through.